Thanks for that, Curtis. In Montana's high-profile U.S. Senate race, Republican Steve Daines and Democrat Steve Bullock are not shy about pointing out their differences, but both men are also touting their ability to work together with members of the opposite party. Tonight, MTN's Mike Dennison takes a closer look at the claims by Daines and Bullock that they are champions of bipartisanship.
If you listen to Governor Steve Bullock's campaign pitch, it won't be long before you hear something like this.
Well, Montana voters have seen how I've actually brought people together to get things done, and that's Democrats and Republicans.
Bullock can make this claim because while he's been governor, Republicans have controlled the legislature, so he has to work with some of them to pass a budget or other big items. For example, he enacted and renewed Medicaid expansion, which brought health coverage to 90,000 low-income Montanans. Also, a landmark law forcing more disclosure of campaign spending in Montana, and a major infrastructure bill passed last year. Yet Senator Daines makes a very similar claim in his standard campaign rhetoric.
Well, I'm grateful I've been recognized as one of the most bipartisan, most effective senators.
He too can back this up with many victories. Passage of a major land and water conservation bill this year, adding acreage in the Bob Marshall Wilderness, and getting benefits for Vietnam vets injured by Agent Orange while in the Navy.
If you just want to get a press release, you go off and do something by yourself. If you want to get an outcome, you've got to work. You've got to find somebody on the other side of the aisle to join you.
The two candidates must see this as a winning message because they're trying to tear down the other guy's bipartisan credentials. Bullock says another measure of bipartisanship is standing up to your own party, which he says Daines rarely does.
Bipartisanship is more than signing on to a bill with a co-sponsor that's going to go nowhere. 95% of the time, he's voted with Mitch McConnell. 100% of my accomplishments have been bipartisan.
According to the website 538, Daines has supported President Trump on 86% of key votes during Daines' career, but that's one of the lowest agreement rates among GOP senators. Daines also takes this swipe at Governor Bullock on the allocation of federal COVID-19 relief money this year.
Ask the Speaker of the House, Republican. Ask the President of the Senate, a Republican, if Steve Bullock ever once reached out to them to talk about how should we come together in a bipartisan way to spend $1.25 billion. The answer is zero, never reached out.
That's true, although as governor, Bullock has seldom worked with Republican leadership at the legislature. Instead, he works with a more moderate bloc of legislative Republicans to get things passed. So both men can make plausible claims to bipartisanship. Does that matter in these hyper-partisan times? It might, to voters in the middle, who may decide this race. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.